Hi guys, Shaz here, and for those of you who don't know me, I'm the CEO of a mobile game studio with over 1 billion downloads. I've interviewed thousands of people, employed hundreds, and have over 100 investments in startups around the world. Guys, here's some tips on how to get that job that you're looking for. Number 1, make sure you turn up on time. Number 2, make sure you're dressed right. Number 3, do your research and know the job that you're going for. Don't just turn up and when the boss asks you a question about the company or what it is you like about the company or what reason you're trying to get into the industry, don't just go, I don't know, I just thought I'd apply for the job. You can't say any of that. You've got to know about the company, you've got to know why you're applying for the job, and you've got to know what you want out of it, because you know what, if there's hundreds of candidates coming in and there's only like 1 or 2 positions, I bet you what, the competition will be tough. So do your research. As a boss, I'm not bothered about what you know, I'm bothered whether you're willing to learn. And let me just expand on that. So loads of guys come in and they're like, oh, I know how to do this and I know how to do that and this and that, and you know what, you can tell that their attitude is not right, the way they're talking to other people that are interviewing them and just about previous jobs. If you come in and you say, oh, my last boss was a beep 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 beep, right, and then the boss before him was a beep 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 beep, that's a red flag. We start to think, all right, this person doesn't get on with anybody. So when you go to an interview, always talk highly of your previous employment if you've ever had another job. If you talk about your friends, family, always talk positively, because everybody wants a positive member of staff. And you know what? Always make sure you've got questions to ask. So, you know, after the interview, the boss or the guys interviewing you might ask you, have you got any questions? And if you've got some, it shows, once again, that you've done some preparation, you really want the job, you're a learner, and that's what everybody wants, somebody who wants to learn. And you know, if the interviewers ask you a really difficult question, number 1, do not lie, yeah? Just say, I don't know the answer to that, or could you expand on that? Because when you ask somebody to expand on it, they'll usually give you the answer in the expansion. Just say, I don't know. That comes across way better than trying to lie about something that you don't know anything about, because the guys asking you the question are usually professionals. They do that day in, day out. They'll be able to see you lying, they'll be able to get a vibe that you're lying, and then you know what, they'll be like, no, this guy's a liar, we don't want him or her. And you know, when the interviewer asks you if you've got any questions, start talking about what your aspirations are. So even if you've got no questions, tell them where you'd like to be in 5 years time, 10 years time, because what it happens is, right, that most bosses or interviewers won't think, oh my God, this person's not going to be here in 10 years time, because I don't think like that. I always think, wow, this person's a go-getter, wants to be somewhere. So maybe if they come in, they're going to help us grow, and if we're really good and we pay them really well and we're really nice to them and the job's really good and they enjoy it, they're going to stay around and help us grow. So there's something for you to say in your interview. And you know guys, if you've done some really good research, here's the best tip I can give you, and that is look at their website, look at their business, find something that is already wrong in there, and when you're in the interview, say, oh yeah, I have a tip, you could do this or you could do that. So I was on a website of a restaurant the other day, right, and I was reading along and it said blah 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 blah, but we will endeavor to do whatever, right, and it should have said blah 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 blah, but we will endeavor to do whatever. And this was a high class restaurant. You know, I'd looked at some of the prices, they were like, for the area, it was very expensive. You know what I should have done is I should have just walked in and said, you know what, on your website you put but instead of but, and somebody who's reading that and think, oh my God, their website's not right, I wonder what the service is going to be like when I go to buy my dinner, or you know, lunch, or we have this sit down business meeting or business dinner, or if I bring some really high-end clients here that I want to treat. So if you see a business and it's got some little problem or large problem that you think they can fix, tell them about it. Maybe they'll be like, oh my God, this person is going to help us really expand and get better as a business. Guys, thanks for watching. Please don't die average, like and subscribe, and see you next time.